What's up everybody, welcome to my next Marvel Contest of Champion video. Now, just so you know straight out of the gate, this isn't going to be as exciting as all the previous videos in terms of crystal openings. I am doing a video about the Masteries because I have decided that with all my 13,495 units that I'm going to put those toward Masteries. One of the reasons is I have been sucking so bad in arenas lately, and I guess a lot of people don't play arenas, but whatever, that's my thing. I want to get more points and spend less time, and I have no idea what the stats are on that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go nuts with the Masteries and see how much it affects the PI of all my heroes, and see how much or how it affects my points for arenas, and see if it was worthwhile. And it's kind of a gamble because, as you guys have seen, I'm a major crystal hoarder. I like to hoard stuff, and I get excited about seeing 13,000 units that I did not spend a single dime on getting. I've been saving these units literally for like over a year. I spent like 100 units on buying a premium hero crystal, and then haven't spent any units except for maybe a few here and there on tiny little things, but no more than 20 units. So anyway, I'm just gonna scroll down through all my champions just to get an idea, and this may be just more for myself than it is for you, just to see where my heroes are in terms of strength and PI ratings, whatever. And then once I finish doing all these masteries, we'll see how much they increase. Quickly, I'm going to go to inventory, check out the items I have, because I do have 3 stony cores and 1, I don't remember what it's called, carbonadium mastery core. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy these, and this is going to make me vomit because I have to buy, let's see, I have to buy 16 stony cores. So you guys ready for this? This is going to get really sick. 16 of these bad boys. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, you guys are watching me this, but you're just gonna see, watching me do this. But you guys are gonna see how gross it is to get rid of all those units, make them disappear. And now we're loading. This is embarrassing. I may have to cut out of the video right here. Waiting. Okay, there we go. Ugh. 19 of those bad boys. Now the carbonadiums. I have to get, how many of these? 11? Let's see. We'll start there. Or actually, let's see. I might have to buy more of these guys, but we'll figure it out as we go. Sheesh, 6,000. So I'm going to get those, and if I have to come back and buy more, I apologize. Alright, so let's get to the masteries. Okay, now what I gotta do, you guys already know how to do this, but I need to recover all of these. I got 6 of those left. One thing that I'm fearing as I do this is they're gonna come out with other masteries like 2 days after, and then I'm gonna regret doing all these because they'll be better masteries or whatever. I have 50 points, I should say, on total. Anyway, I always say this about 10 minutes into the video, although it's only, I don't know, how many minutes? 4 minutes? How boring this is going to be. But literally what I want to do is I want to show people how much it costs. And like I said, that's why I showed you my inventory to kind of calculate what I already had and versus what I'm going to actually spend and how many units I started with, because now I'm down to 5,000 units, which makes me sick. But anyway, here we go. I have this little cheat sheet for how I'm going to do this. So we'll start here and see how much gold I have to spend. I guess you could pay attention to the gold as well. So here we go. Rank up 1. Gotta be careful not to punch the wrong thing so I don't screw myself over. So greater strength 1, and I'm gonna do just kind of a bare minimum until I get up to what I really need, and this is where it's gonna get kind of gross. I already opened this up. Courage. What do I do with courage? Guys, I don't even know. I'm going to hold off on courage for a minute because we want to get up to this little tree. So here we go. Boom. Unlock Pierce. Mastery unlocked. Now I got to spend the stupid units to open it. Isn't that weird? Like, you guys probably already know that once you get up to some of the higher ranking masteries, you have to unlock it like 3 times and then put the units in. It's kind of terrible. Okay, so 1 there, and here we go. This is going to be gross. So precision, and then we're going to master precision here. I'm going to try and fly through this again. You can pay attention. 10 units. I should be doing the calculation as I go, but I'm not. 5 times, so it goes up 5 units in 5 unit increments. This is probably, again, very familiar to a lot of people, but I'm just putting it out here. Just so people might want to, I mean, if some people don't know how to do it, here it is. I'm gonna be so careful. I'm gonna tap this and then like screw myself over. Okay, so cruelty. Whoa, you're about to spend units. I'm doing it. I'm gonna crush these units right out. So 10, 15, 20. This goes all the way up to 5. This is nuts. And so I'm going to be, okay, so here we go. Offense, I have enough there. Then we're going to get into this little scary part right here where we go up to glass cannon. Now let me talk about this as I unlock this because I don't want to do this, but I fear horribly about this recoil thing because one of my problems with recoil that I've just unlocked is how bad it's going to screw me over when I get to the end of a fight that I need that last little punch. But I may come back and... Okay, here we go. Liquid Courage. These are the bad boy expensive ones. But again, that recoil I'm so scared of once I get into my fights because I sometimes take them down to the wire. And if I get destroyed on those, I'll be really pissed about recoil. Just kidding, I shouldn't say sad, naughty words. Okay, so here we go. Double edge. And I don't know if I'm doing this in the right order. I read somewhere that there's like this weird glitch that doesn't allow certain masteries to work if you do them before the other. I think one thing I read was about coagulate versus willpower. I don't know. I'm just pressing buttons, guys. I'm not even realizing how many stupid units I'm spending on this, but interesting to see the PI of these guys. Okay, so here we go. I think offense, that's about as far as I'm going to go. I may come back and do that out a little bit later. So defense, here we go. We go 1 for vitality. Whoa, I almost tapped that again. Gotta be so careful. Greater vitality. Now we're gonna go up to salve. We're gonna unlock this. We're gonna max this out. I think that's what I've been told is a good thing to do. Oh no, guys. I hate when this pauses. Rank up salve. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I'm doing this right. You guys can criticize me later if you want. So recovery, we're gonna do this. 6 of those. Man, it's kind of nerve-wracking. Although I've already bought them, so at this point, whoop-de-doo, right? And let's keep going. Okay, recovery is mastered. So now, gotta go to block proficiency. No, that's willpower. Block proficiency, and let's do this one all the way up. I guess supposedly that's good for... Actually, I'm gonna hold off because I don't want to screw myself over on that. So perfect block, we'll do 1. there. And then, what is this? Stand your ground. I guess that's a good thing. Maybe put a couple on here. I don't know, guys. Just tell me what's up. 2 units. 4 units, whatever. It's not a big deal. Just the mastery points you worry about. Okay, so now how many do we have in there? 13. Oh, I guess that's why they do more unblock proficiency. So it doesn't cost that much. So what are we at now? 14. Oh no, that's open. No, it's not. Okay, this is what I read. I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but okay, there we go. Here we go. Wait, willpower. We need coagulate. I heard coagulate we gotta do first. I don't know where coagulate is, guys. I don't know anything about this. That's coagulate. So I screwed up, I think. I did that in the wrong order. Oh well, we'll do this. Master willpower. If I already screwed up by doing this in the wrong order, then I'm gonna have to write a little ticket to Kabam about that. Because I'm dumb and didn't follow the instructions. Oh well, I guess I should have read my notes a little bit better. Okay, so willpower is now mastered. So we still got 3,000 units left, and I guess I need to do coagulate. I don't know that messes with the PI that much. So I've got 9 of those left. I'm going to go into utility next, and we'll do limber. And then go to, I have not parry, so insufficient funds. Crap. Guess we gotta go get more. You have no items, so I need to buy 3 of these. Uh-oh, miscalculation. Alright. So I haven't used parry up to this point. I'm sure you guys are wondering why the heck I don't. Okay, so 405 units. That's not terrible. So back to masteries. But yeah, I haven't used parry at all. I was much more of a dodger, evader kind of guy. So, yeah. So let's unlock that for 3. And then put a point in there. This is really sad, guys, my commentary. I'm just kind of looking at the screen. But I'm just, again, showing you guys how much it costs and how many units. Okay, so we're on rank 1 there. So we've still got 6 of those left. I need to go back and do a little bit of research on what I should do. So let's go back to the heroes or the champions, whatever you want to call them, and see how tough they are now. It's a grand reveal, 2979. So not, I don't know, how big of a jump is that? I was hoping to get over 3,000, but that didn't happen. All right, well, so that's kind of, didn't mean to do that. So that's kind of the little dealio there. Kind of scroll down again to the champions, see what kind of, I guess it affects some champions more than others, so I guess that makes sense. Let's see, like some of the 500 characters. Not a whole lot. So we'll see. So what I'll do is I'll go back into the arena, fight with them, and then kind of give you guys an update or a review on how well that wells. How well these things worked. I'm not going to fight on screen because I don't want to. I'm going to buy a 3-star hero crystal, and as you guys know if you've watched the last 3 videos, I'm pretty much just aiming for a Scarlet Witch or somebody else that I haven't duplicated, but preferably Scarlet Witch. I did have a dream I got Doctor Strange because, again, I do not have Doctor Strange in any form. He's the only character I do not have. But I had a dream I got him, so if I get him here, then maybe I'll start acting on the dreams I have. But I think technically Scarlet Witch is my first choice. And Ultron. Holy cow. I have so many Ultrons. That's fine. Whatever. 48. Okay, guys. Well, that's the end of this video. I appreciate you guys watching. This one isn't very entertaining in terms of crystal openings, but the next video will be... Sorry for the brief intermission. I decided to add this video to the end of the one you previously watched 20 seconds ago. Anyway, the point of doing that is I went to test my masteries, and again, I didn't want to do that on screen for the reason that I don't like to play on screen. Anyway, and I realized very quickly that I should have got coagulate. So this one right here. I ended up doing pretty well. I mean, the mastery build that I had is, you know, pretty offensive in purpose, and that's the way I like to play. And I have to say right off the bat that I am a believer. I was kind of hesitant to do, you know, to spend 13,000 units or whatever on the masteries, because I was like, how much of a difference is it really going to make? And it made a huge difference. I killed opponents or KO'd opponents a lot quicker. Problem was I got to Gamora, who we all know slashes the life out of you literally, and I was fighting with a character named Deadpool X-Force, my 3-star version, just trying to get through the brutal battles of the arenas, meaning like 13 through 15 before you can start using your strong 4-star champions. Anyway, point is she hacked me up, and I bled just as easily, if not more so, than I did before the mastery. So I learned very quickly that I needed to get the coagulate, which I had read about. Unfortunately, the drawback that I read about, and I don't know if this has been updated, so please feel free to leave a comment if you know this or not, that if you don't add coagulate before you go back into offense and add double edge and the other one, whatever it's called, if I could get into it, it doesn't really work that well. Anyway, so what I did is, obviously I went back in here. Let's go back. Sorry, I keep turning away from the microphone. So what I did is I went back into the defense, and I got coagulate. And instead of like rebuilding everything due to what the instruction was, saying that you need to build your defense before you do your offense, I blew that and added coagulate after. I think it does make a difference, and I don't know if it's supposed to make more of a difference. Anyway, it fixed the problem fairly decently, but I still am kind of curious as to how it affects liquid courage, because I don't think liquid courage worked out as astronomically, powerfully, whatever word you want to use, better. Anyway, so let me just say right now, after doing all the calculations, I spent 1,734 pieces of gold, or however you want to quantify the gold, for this mastery. And then previous to coagulate, I spent 9,987 units to get everything before coagulate. And then once I got coagulate, it cost me another 1,695 units. So that was kind of a major blow, because I, for some reason, assumed that not getting coagulate would work out, and then it totally didn't. So that was another huge expenditure of units. But again, if you're going to do this, I would recommend going through the defense and setting that up first with coagulate if you're trying to do the build I'm doing. I don't know if this is a great build for you, because you may not be in arenas, you may be in alliances, whatever. So anyway, here's just a quick recap of my masteries. So you can kind of set them out however you want, but I'll put up the big graph or the big numbers of how much this all costs, because that was one thing I was looking for, is just kind of a very general cost of a specific build, but I guess everybody has such a variety of builds, there's no real way to do that. So anyway, so this is offense, this is defense, and then just 3 in utility. I still have 3 mastery points or whatever left that I'm not quite sure what to do with. I like how things are going right now, and I'm kind of hesitant if they release any masteries like these 2, 4 down here at the end, or all these question marked ones that are coming. Anyway, so that's kind of the rundown there. Interestingly enough, it did add a little bit more PI to the champions, which was nice. So now my Drax is over 3,000, which I was hoping for. So I don't know. I guess that works. Just for a side note as well, it limited the amount of time I put into fighting a run in arenas. So not a huge chunk, maybe like a 5 or 10%. I don't know. The fights go much quicker. And the point total went up a pretty decent amount as well. I don't have those numbers right offhand because I think it varies depending on obviously who you're fighting. But I went from like 110,000 points in the 4-star arena to now 170,000. So that's a pretty decent increase, especially if you don't want to spend too much time doing arenas. The whole point of me doing arenas is to gather as many 3-star champions as I can, so those can all go to 4-star shards if I duplicate them. So that's kind of my goal there. Whether that's a good idea or not, I don't know, because I can't level them all up when I'm not in a alliance getting catalyst, so I have to do the old school grinding, which is kind of a pain. So I don't know, maybe I'll try an alliance in the future, test it out for a week or something. So if anybody feels like, hey, they want a crappy player on their alliance, let me know. Maybe I'll give it a go. Now what was the other thing I was going to say? I don't remember. Anyway, so here's another quick scan. You can see this updated with the coagulate. It's pretty great though, because if you see a lot of the 3-star max 3 stars now are like over 2,000, like Magic there, Scarlet Witch again. That's what I want to get a duplicate of. But anyway, brought a lot of the champions over 2,000, which is really helpful in fighting for arenas and getting points. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to open another 3-star crystal, because in between the time I did the last video and this one, I earned another 3-star crystal, and everybody loves crystal openings, so that's what I'm going to do. So let's buy this 3-star crystal and round out this really boring episode with another 3-star crystal. And again, if you've paid attention, and what I just said 10 seconds ago was I'm really looking forward, or looking to duplicating my 3-star Scarlet Witch in terms of 3 stars, or just duplicating an unduplicated 3-star champion. So what are we going to get? Come on. Oh, okay. 3-star, I think that's... How many times have I duplicated her? That's okay. I'll take it. She's a pretty fun champion to fight with. Maybe I'll do a video about my champions that I like to fight with. But see, that's what I'm looking for, 55 4-star shards. So that's okay. I'll take it. Anyway, thanks for watching. If I think about anything else, I'll put that in the next video. If you guys want to see anything specific, let me know. Otherwise, I know a lot of people just like crystal openings, but I'm happy to answer questions. I try and get back to as many people as I can on the YouTube comments. So thanks, and we'll see you next time.